Hi everyone! I'm very happy to do another class for you today. I want to share with you this class that is like a try that how is a class for my Patreons. And this is the second class in a series that I'm doing to teach you how to paint watercolor backgrounds, which include cloudy skies, starry nights, galaxies, sunny days, underwater scenes. And the class today where we're going to paint is a sunset forest. First, we will draw some uniform shapes for our trees and brushes. I recommend put tape in the back of the paper, or you can do it if you prefer on the edge of the sheet, but it depends on your preference. Personally, I like to use the whole sheet, so that's why I tape the paper on the back. But a lot of artists, almost all the artists, tape on the edge. That is on you. The most important thing to keep in mind for this class is that we create a gradient of colors. The materials that we're going to use today will be in the description of this video for you. And we start using a large brush that holds a lot of water. In this moment, I'm using the Skoda Perylene number 12. We need to be very quick in this process because we can't let the watercolor dry, so that the colors can blend together. The way to make these brush strokes will be in horizontal. It's important that we have, before we start, we have our colors ready and with the water and everything ready, because like I told you, this is a fast process. So I recommend you take the colors and put tons of water, have the pigment ready, so you just make the background easily without thinking in the colors. Sometimes our paper have too much water, so with a paper towel we're going to do some touches to take the pigment, and then with a small touches with the brush we can spread the color. Once our first layer is dry, we will paint the brushes. I have two videos here on YouTube that I recommend watching. The first one is about my favorite greens, and the other I teach you how to mix greens and create your own colors. The way that I paint these brushes is by putting a lot of pigment on the edge of the form and spray it with a lot of water to the middle of the shape, so we have a lot of light in the middle. Please try to use different green for each brush that is next to another. In this way, we create like more contrast in our painting. how we use so much water for the first layer of the sky, I prefer to finish this part of the bushes first before doing the second layer of the sunset. For these details, we will use a small brush. In this case, I'm using the Skoda Perylene number 2, and I also like to use the Silver Velvet brush number 2 to make the branches and details in the bushes. It's important to let your creativity flow and make different patterns. They can be leaf, flowers, dots, lines. You can search for folk art on Pinterest and see some patterns that can inspire you to make each detail of the bushes different. I use white Posca pen to add more high contrast on the details. Now that we are sure the first layer is dry, we will begin with the second layer. Remember to load your brush with a lot of pigment and water and use the colors in the same order than as the first layer. In the first layer, I write the names of each color that I use in. So do the same for this layer. With white wash, we will paint a small sun near to the bushes in the yellow part of our sunset. Sometimes the paper and the watercolor absorb the wash, so you maybe will need to put a second layer as well of this small sun. We have finished this tutorial. I hope you like it. If you want to see more tutorials like this and the whole series, the classes that I'm doing, you are more than welcome to join me on my magical watercolor adventure on my Patreon, where for each tutorial I provide a sketch, material list, and images for inspiration and reference. Thank you so much for all the lovely messages that you write to me, and I love to read all these messages. I thank you so much for all the support. See you soon.